Our next announcement aims to help you take ideas out of your head and into the real world. With Figma Make, you can take an existing design and prompt your way to a fully coded prototype. For this demo, please welcome to the stage Holly Lee, Product Manager of Figma Make.
All right. Thank you, Dylan. Hi, Config. All right. I joined Figma in January of this year as a PM on the AI team, and it's already been the adventure of a lifetime. Now, like many of you, I've been making for as long as I can remember, including today's confit. I hope you like it. Now, for work, I get to make AI products, but I'm sure we all face a lot of the same challenges. Turning a design into something real enough to validate takes a long time, and it's hard to do. So that's why we built Figma Make. With Figma Make, you can go beyond having to imagine how your design should feel and actually just experience it. So today, it's an honor to present to you all Figma Make on behalf of the superstar team behind it. We're building really rapidly, shipping new features and improvements every week. And while it's still really early, we're just so excited about all the ways Make can change how we design, iterate, and explore. So let's get into it. Okay, like most makes, you're probably going to start with an existing design in Figma. So here, you can see my team is prototyping a music app we're calling Earworm. Now let's say we just want to explore how this core player element will feel, right? How the CD is going to spin, how those buttons will feel like to click. Now, historically, prototyping even a simple design like this would have taken a lot of noodles, maybe an engineer, maybe switching to a different tool. But today is not that day. Now, with Figma Make, you can play with your designs just as you created them, all in Figma. All we're going to do is take that core player frame, copy, and paste it into the Make prompt box. And I'm just going to say, please make this CD player interactive. The CD should spin when I play a track. Thank you. Remember to be polite to your large language models. And because we're Figma, we're not just giving the model an image of your design. We're passing the design itself, including all of that structure and metadata. The model can reference the layers in your design, understand what they're for, and iterate and incorporate that knowledge in its generation. Okay, and this is a live demo, no stage tricks, and models can be finicky, so wish me luck. Thank you. Now, Make is making a plan, it's reasoning. You can see here that we're using Claude 3.7, and code is starting to stream it. Now, many of you have used tools like this before, and you know we're asking the AI to do a pretty hard thing, and it just needs a minute. So while this runs, let's go take a look at some fun Make examples. All right, let's start with this one. You can see here that Tom's team is testing out a new feature for their cycling app called Trail Journey. In Make, I can actually upload a file, so let me give it this bike ride, and then experience all my data instantaneously, live. Look at that. I can play back my route, and I can even interact with my elevation data. Make turned my design into a living, breathing prototype. Let's look at another example. Here, Lorik, a designer at Maven Clinic, used Make to turn a mobile Figma design into an interactive desktop clinic finder for their users. And this is complete with a real map API. So I can search here in the search bar and actually click around in this map. Now, using this prototype, Lorik was able to reignite a conversation in a single afternoon. All right, and even here at Figma, we're using Make to prototype our own products. So remember that amazing grid demonstration from Giorgio? With a design and a few prompts, Make is able to quickly give us a sense of how that grid visualizer should look and feel. Okay, now, prototyping is a very powerful use case in Make, but that's not all it's good for. We're also just excited about the ways that Make can raise the ceiling for the types of things you can create in Figma. You guys ready to see some fun examples? All right, buckle up. In Make, you can manipulate and render complex graphics like these shaders, courtesy of our designer Daniel, and he even threw in some really fun animations. And in Make, you can explore in new dimensions. Check out this amazing 3D tool by our designer Tammy. And if you just bear with me for a second, let's see how good my cursive is. I can write config. All right. Okay. And look at that. She's even incorporated a skybox and real materials like glass here and metal. And the next one is a personal favorite of mine. In Make, you can create and step into immersive worlds. So Tammy also created this really fun game where you can actually just wander around a forest and, if they'll challenge me, take on some of these gnomes. Pew, pew, pew. Okay, I know this looks simple, but I've actually not won this game a single time. All right, let's look at one more really fun example. Oh my gosh, I'm being attacked. Okay, in Make, this is an experimental app by our friend Bruno. He is leveraging a hand tracking technology to manipulate shapes and colors. And because you can publish makes, this means you can also access the hardware of your device and do things like this. Yeah. Very, very cool. And all of these examples are just the tip of the iceberg. All right. Now, earlier, we saw Tom working on that calculator for Kickin'. One of the things we're working on in Make is bringing it into more parts of Figma. And you guessed it, the first place is Figma Sites. All you have to do is jump into this split view, and here you can see Tom's history of prompting with Make. Now, we're so stoked about what this represents. You can freeform design on the canvas, turn it into React code, and then bring it to life with Make. This opens up so many possibilities, and we can't wait to see where you take it in Sites. Now, remember that generation from earlier? Let's take a look. Okay. This time the model had a little bit of difficulty, but that's okay. All of the interactions there, but just to prepare, I had this one also made right before stage. So as you can see, this was our original design, and Make translates it pretty much one-to-one. But we know you'd never actually stop here. You'd keep adding things, right? Riffing on it, adding designs, adding functionality. And to give you more creative control, we've actually introduced ways to target your edits to specific parts of the design. So we're introducing the Point and Edit tool, which allows you to directly manipulate things like size, color, and font of elements on the page. And for more complex, thank you. And for more complex and open-ended edits, we also have Point and Prompt, where you can just pass in the specific part of the design and ask the model to only make changes there. So I could say, make the CD spin more 3D. All right, but these are only my edits. And one of the best parts of Make is that it's all in Figma. So the gang's all here. What I would actually want to do is collaborate on this design with my entire team. So as a parting note, let's see how my team would take Earworm. All right. Okay, it looks like the gang's all here. Earworm 4.0 has gotten quite a facelift. And it looks like Greta and Noah have even added a real AI DJ experience. Give me a song. We know a lot of you are probably prototyping and designing AI chat experiences, and you can do that in Make. And you can not only rig this up to other models, but you can also rig it up to real data sources. So we can fetch real audio tracks for all of these music tracks right here. Now, my team and I have had a blast building Make, and we hope you all have as much fun using it. We're only just getting started. And so from my team to yours, we can't wait to see all of the amazing things you'll make. And with that, I think I'm going to play myself off. Thank you.
Awesome job, Holly. Incredible demo, Holly. Thank you. So we're super excited to see what y'all make with Figma Make. We also know it has a long way to go, and I'll be the first to tell you that your results may be non-deterministic because AI. Also, we are rapidly improving Make. You'll see changes in days, weeks, so stay tuned, and you'll see quite a lot more coming. Make will be rolling out to everyone on a full seat over the next few weeks. And in the beta period, Make will be free with some usage limits if you're going above and beyond. And when we exit beta, Make will be a paid product.